Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost, Tithi Nakshatra and important anniversaries, spiritual and historical insight of 26 December 2024, Thursday, Bengali date, 10 Pos 1431. As per Venivada of Silponjika, today's Tithi is Krishna Ekadashi and up to 23:49 hours, and after that Krishna Dadusi. Today's Nakshatra is Swati Nakshatra and up to 1804 hours, and after that Visakha Nakshatra. Today is 361st day of the year. There are then 5 days left in 2024. Today is 52nd Thursday of 2024. Today is Safala Ekadashi. Safala Ekadashi is a holy day in Hinduism that is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. It is also known as Posh Mass or Krishna Paksha Ekadashi. The name translates to auspicious Ekadashi. Safala Ekadashi is considered auspicious for seeking liberation, purifying one's soul, elevating hardships, fulfilling desires, prosperity, happiness, and success. Today is Mandala Kala Puja. Mandala Puja at Sabarimala Ayappa temple is observed on 11th or 12th day during Dhanumasam. Mandala Puja is the last day of 41 days long austerity observed by devotees of Lord Ayappa. Fasting begins 41 days before Mandala Puja, that is on the first day of Vrishchikam Masam according to Malayalam calendar. Mandala Puja and Makar Bilaku are the two most famous events at Sabarimala Ayappa temple when the temple is kept open for devotees for most of the days. Today is Bir Bal Divas. Bir Bal Divas is observed on December 26 to pay homage to the courage and martyrdom of the four sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, last Sikh Guru. Today is Boxing Day. Boxing Day is a holiday celebrated after Christmas Day, occurring on the second day of Christmas tide, 26 December. Boxing Day was once a day to donate gifts to those in need, but it has evolved to become a part of Christmas festivities. Many people choosing to shop for deals on Boxing Day. It originated in the United Kingdom and is celebrated in several Commonwealth nations. The attached bank holiday or public holiday may take place on 27 or 28 December if necessary to ensure it falls on a weekday. Boxing Day is also concurrent with the Christian festival Saint Stephen's Day. In parts of Europe, such as Catalonia, the Czech Republic, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Netherlands, Italy, Poland, Slovakia, Slovenia, Croatia, Denmark, Finland, Sweden, Belgium, Norway, and the Republic of Ireland. 26 December is Saint Stephen's Day, which is considered the second day of Christmas. Today is Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is an annual celebration of African American culture from December 26 to January 1, culminating in a communal feast called Karamu. Usually on the sixth day, it was created by activist Maulana Karenga based on African harvest festival traditions from various parts of West, East, as well as Southeast Africa. Kwanzaa was first celebrated in 1966. The first century estimates place the number of Americans who celebrate Kwanzaa between 5 lakh and 20 lakh. Today is death anniversary of Toilanga Swami Ganapati Saraswati. 27th November 1607 to 26 December 1887. Toilanga Swami, also Toilang Swami, Telang Swami, was a Hindu yogi and mystic who lived in Varanasi, India, aged 208 years. Sri Toilanga Swamiji was born in Kumbilapuram, now known as Kumili of Puspatirega Tehsil at Vijayanagaram district in Andhra Pradesh with the name of Sivarama. His biographers and his disciples differ on his birth date and the period of his longevity. According to one disciple biographer, Sivarama was born in 1529, while according to another biographer, it was 1607. Sivarama's parents were Narasimha Rao and Vidavati Devi, who were devotees of Shiva. After the death of his father in 1647, at the age of 40, he gave up wealth and family responsibilities to his half-brother Sridhar. His mother then shared with him the fact that her father at the time of death expressed desire to be born to her and continue his Kali sadhana for the benefit of mankind. She told Sivarama that she believed that she was her father, his own grandfather, reincarnated, and that he should take up Kali sadhana. Upon the initiation of a Kali mantra from his mother, Sivarama carried out Kali sadhana in the nearby Kali temple and Punnakhetraj, but was never far away from his mother. After his mother's death in 1669, he saved her ashes, Chitabhasma. He would wear her ashes and continue his Kali sadhana day and night, Tibra sadhana, during that time. Sivarama lived the life of a recluse in a cottage built by his half-brother near a cremation ground. After 20 years of spiritual practice sadhana, he met his preceptor Swami Bhagirathananda Saraswati in 1679 from the Punjab. Bhagirathananda initiated Sivarama into monastic Bhoj, sannyasa, and named him Swami Ganapati Saraswati in 1685. Ganapati reportedly led to a life of severe austerities and went on a pilgrimage, reaching Prayag in 1733 before finally settling in Varanasi in 1737. A member of the Dasanami order, Sivarama became known as Sri Tailanga Swamiji after he settled in Varanasi, living the monastic life. In Varanasi, till his death in 1887, he lived at different places including Asighat, the Vedavasa Asrama at Hanuman Ghat, the Somedha Ghat. He was often found roaming the streets or the ghats, stark naked and carefree as a child. He was reportedly seen swimming or floating on the river Ganges for hours. He talked very little and at times not at all. Today is birth anniversary of Miss Mary Somerville, 26 December 1780 to 29th November 1872. Mary Somerville was Scottish scientist, writer and polymath. She studied mathematics and astronomy, and in 1835 she and Caroline Herschel were elected as the first female honorary members of the Royal Astronomical Society. When John Stuart Mill organized a massive petition to Parliament to give women the right to vote, he made sure that the first signature on the petition would be Somerville's. When she died in 1872, the Morning Post declared in her obituary that whatever difficulty we might experience in the middle of the 19th century in choosing a king of science, there could be no question whatever as to the queen of science. One of the earliest uses of the word scientist was in a review by William Well of Somerville's second book on the conne- connection of the physical sciences. However, the word was not used to describe Somerville herself. She was known and celebrated as a mathematician or a philosopher. Somerville College, a college of the University of Oxford, is named after her, reflecting the virtues of liberalism and academic success that the college wished to embody. She is featured on the front of the Royal Bank of Scotland polymer £10 note launched in 2017, along with a quotation from her work on the connection of the physical sciences. Today is birth anniversary of Shahid Udham Singh, 26 December 1899 to 31st July 1940. Udham Singh was an Indian revolutionary belonging to Ghadar party and HSRA, best known for assassinating Michael O'Dwyer, former Lieutenant Governor of the Punjab in India. On 13th March 1940, the assassination was done in revenge for the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar in 1919, for which O'Dwyer was responsible and of which Singh himself was a survivor. Singh was subsequently tried and convicted of murder and hanged in July 1940. While in custody, he used the name Ram Muhammad Singh Azad, which represents the three major religions in India and his anti-colonial sentiments. Singh was a well-known figure of the Indian independence movement. He is also referred to as Sahid-e-Azam Sardar Udham Singh. The expression Sahid-e-Azam means the great martyr. A district Udham Singh Nagar was named after him as a homage by the Mayawati government in October 1995. Today is death anniversary of Miss Bina Das, 24th August 1911 to 26 December 1986. Bina Das was an Indian revolutionary and nationalist from West Bengal. Bina Das was one of the most fearless revolutionaries of the time. She dedicated her life to the cause of the liberty of the nation. She inspired many young women in Bengal to come forward. For her selfless contribution, she was awarded the Padma Shri in 1960. Today is birth anniversary of Baba Amte, Mr. Muralidhar Devidas Amte, 26 December 1914 to 9th February 2008. Muralidhar Devidas Amte, popularly known as Baba Amte, was an Indian social worker and social activist known particularly for his work for the rehabilitation and empowerment of people suffering from leprosy. He has received numerous awards and prizes, including the Padma Vibhushan, the Dr. Ambedkar International Award, the Gandhi Peace Prize, the Raman Magsaysay Award, the Templeton Prize, and the Janmalal Bajaj Award. He is also known as the modern Gandhi of India. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Shankar Dayal Sharma, 19th August 1918 to 26 December 1999. Shankar Dayal Sharma was an Indian lawyer and politician from the state of Madhya Pradesh who served as the ninth President of India from 1992 to 1997. Born in Bhopal, Sharma studied at Agra, Allahabad, and Lucknow and received a doctorate in constitutional law from the University of Cambridge and was a bar at law from Lincoln's Inn and a Brandeis Fellow at Harvard University. During 1948-49, Sharma was one of the leaders of the movement for the merger of Bhopal state with India, a cause for which he served 8 months imprisonment. A member of the Indian National Congress Party, Sharma was Chief Minister 1952-56 of Bhopal state and served as a cabinet minister 1956 to 1971 in the government of Madhya Pradesh, holding several portfolios. Sharma was president of the Bhopal State Congress Committee 1952, Madhya Pradesh Congress Committee 1966 to 68, and of the All India Congress Committee 1972 to 74. He served as Union Minister for Communications 1974 to 77 under Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Twice elected to the Lok Sabha, Sharma served as Governor of Andhra Pradesh 1984-85, Punjab 1985 to 86, and Maharashtra 1986 to 87. Before being elected unopposed as the eighth Vice President of India in 1987. Sharma was elected President of India in 1992 and served till 1997, during which period he dealt with four Prime Ministers, three of whom he appointed in the last year of his presidency. He was assertive with the P.V. Narasimha Rao ministry, forcing his government to sack a governor, instigating a strong response to the demolition of the Babri Masjid, and refusing to sign ordinances presented to him on the eve of elections. His appointment of Atal Bihari Vajpayee as Prime Minister on the grounds of him being the leader of the largest party in the parliament attracted widespread criticism, especially as Vajpayee was forced to resign in only 13 days without facing a vote of confidence. Sharma's appointment of H.D. Devagowda and A. Gujral as Prime Ministers followed the assurance of support to their candidature by the Congress Party, but neither government lasted more than a year. Sharma chose not to seek a second term in office and was succeeded to the presidency by K.R. Narayanan. Sharma died in 1999 and was accorded a state funeral. His samadhi lies at Karma Bhumi in Delhi. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Mao Zedong, 26 December 1893 to 9 September 1976. Mao Zedong, also known as Chairman Mao, was a Chinese politician, revolutionary, and political theorist who founded the People's Republic of China (PRC) and led the country from its establishment in 1949 until his death in 1976. Mao also served as the chairman of the Chinese Communist Party (CCP) from 1943 until his death, and as the party's de facto leader from 1935. His theories, which he advocated as a Chinese adaptation of Marxism-Leninism, are known as Maoism. Mao was the son of a peasant in Shaoshan, Hunan. He was influenced early in his life by the events of the 1911 revolution and May 4th movement of 1919, supporting Chinese nationalism and anti-imperialism. He later adopted Marxism-Leninism while working as a librarian at Peking University, and in 1921 was a founding member of the Chinese Communist Party. After the start of the Chinese Civil War between the Kuomintang KMT and CCP in 1927, Mao led the failed autumn harvest uprising and founded the Jiangxi Soviet. He helped establish the Chinese Red Army and developed a strategy of guerrilla warfare. In 1935, Mao became the leader of the CCP during the Long March. Although the CCP allied with the KMT under the Second United Front during the Second Sino-Japanese War, China's civil war resumed after Japan's surrender in 1945. Mao's forces defeated the nationalist government, which withdrew to Taiwan in 1949. On October on 1st October 1949, Mao proclaimed the foundation of the PRC, a one-party state controlled by the CCP. He initiated campaigns of land redistribution and industrialization, suppressed counter-revolutionaries, intervened in the Korean War, and began the Hundred Flowers and anti-rightist campaigns. In 1958, Mao launched the Great Leap Forward, which aimed to transform China's economy from agrarian to industrial. It resulted in Great Chinese Famine. In 1966, Mao initiated the Cultural Revolution, a campaign to remove counter-revolutionary elements, marked by violent class struggle, destruction of historical artifacts, and Mao's cult of personality. From the late 1950s, Mao's foreign policy was dominated by political split with the Soviet Union, and during the 1970s, he began establishing relations with the United States. China was also involved in the Vietnam War and Cambodian Civil War. In 1976, Mao died after suffering a series of heart attacks. He was succeeded as leader by Hua Guofeng and in 1978 by Deng Xiaoping. The CCP's official revelation of Mao's legacy both praises him and acknowledges he made errors in his later years. Mao is considered one of the most significant figures of the 20th century. His policies were responsible for a vast number of deaths, with estimates ranging from 40 to 80 million victims of starvation, persecution, prison labor, and mass executions, and his regime has been described as total, totalitarian. He has been also credited with transforming China from a semi-colony to a leading world power by advancing literacy, women's rights, basic health care, primary education, and his life expectancy. Under Mao, China's population grew from about 550 million to more than 900 million. Within China, he is revered as a national hero who liberated the country from foreign occupation and exploitation. He became an ideological figurehead and a prominent influence within the international communist movement, inspiring various Maoist organizations. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Desmond Mpilo Tutu, 7th October 1931 to 26th December 2021. Desmond Mpilo Tutu was a South African Anglican bishop and theologian known for his work as an anti-apartheid and human rights activist. He was Bishop of Johannesburg from 1985 to 1986 and then Archbishop of Cape Town from 1986 to 1996, in both cases being the first black African to hold that position. Theologically, he sought to fuse ideas from black theology with African theology. Tutu was born of mixed Xhosa and Botswana heritage to a poor family in Klerksdorp, South Africa. Entering adulthood, he trained as a teacher and married Nomalijo Tutu, with whom he had several children. In 1960, he was ordained as an Anglican priest and in 1962 moved to the United Kingdom to study theology at King's College London. In 1966, he returned to Southern Africa, teaching at the Federal Theological Seminary and then University of Botswana, Lesotho, and Swaziland. In 1972, he became the Theological Education Fund's Director for Africa, a position based in London but necessitating regular tours of the African continent. Back in Southern Africa in 1975, he served first as Dean of St. Mary's Cathedral in Johannesburg and then as Bishop of Lesotho. From 1978 to 1985, he was General Secretary of the South African Council of Churches. He emerged as one of the most prominent opponents of South Africa's apartheid system of racial segregation and white minority rule. Although warning the National Party government that anger at apartheid would lead to racial violence, as an activist, he stressed non-violent protest and foreign economic pressure to bring about universal suffrage. In 1985, Tutu became Bishop of Johannesburg and in 1986, the Archbishop of Cape Town, the most senior position in Southern Africa's Anglican hierarchy. In this position, he emphasized a consensus-building model of leadership and oversaw introduction of female priests. Also in 1986, he became president of the All Africa Conference of Churches, resulting in further tours of the continent. After President F. W. de Klerk released the anti-apartheid activist Nelson Mandela from prison in 1990, and the pair led negotiations to end apartheid and introduce multiracial democracy. Tutu assisted as a mediator between rival black factions after the 1994 general elections resulted in a coalition government headed by Mandela. The latter selected Tutu to chair the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to investigate past human rights abuses committed by both pro and anti-apartheid groups. Following apartheid's fall, Tutu campaigned for gay rights and spoke out on a wide range of subjects, among them his criticism of South African presidents Thabo Mbeki and Jacob Zuma, his opposition to the Iraq War, and describing Israel's treatment of Palestinians as apartheid. In 2010, he retired from public life but continued to speak out on numerous topics and events. As Tutu rose to prominence in the 1970s, different socio-economic groups and political classes held a wide range of views about him, from critical to admiring. He was popular among South Africa's black majority and was internationally praised for his work involving anti-apartheid activism, which he won the Nobel Peace Prize and other international awards. He also compiled several books of his speeches and sermons. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Sir Norman Angell, 26 December 1872 to 7th October 1967. Sir Ralph Norman Angell was an English Nobel Peace Prize winner. He was lecturer, journalist, author, and member of parliament for the Labour Party. Angell was one of the principal founders of the Union of Democratic Control. He served as the counsel of the Royal Institute of International Affairs, was an executive for the World Committee Against War and Fascism, a member of the Executive Committee of the League of Nations Union, and the president of the Abyssinia Association. He was made a Knight Bachelor in 1931 and awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1933. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Edward C. Prescott, 26 December 1940 to 6 November 2022. Edward Christian Prescott was an American economist. He received the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics in 2004, sharing the award with Finn E. Kitland for their contributions to dynamic macroeconomics, time consistency of economic policy, and the driving forces behind business cycles. This research was primarily conducted while both Kirtland and Prescott were affiliated with the Graduate School of Industrial Administration, now Taper School of Business, at Carnegie Mellon University. According to the IDEA's REPIC rankings, he was the 19th most widely cited economist in the world in 2013. In August 2014, Prescott was appointed an adjunct distinguished economic professor at the Australian National University ANU in Canberra, Australia. Prescott died of cancer on November 6, 2022, at the age of 81. Thank you very much for your patience.